There are stories you know, and certainly there are stories I know. And in between all this, there's stories that you must know. And that's exactly the kind of story we bring to you here, right here as you sip your tea. Or rather, we like to call it chai. Ladies, gentlemen, and each one of you, welcome to the Economic Times Cutting Chai Stories brought to you by ET I'm your host, Mithun Upadhyay, and I'm happy to be back in the series. Well, it's been a while, but I'm happy to bring to you another chapter which may motivate, but certainly will bring to you the confidence that you truly deserve. So, who is joining us today? Well, people centric transformational leader, externally recognized people leader among the Forbes 100 great people managers in the year 2019. He creates a strategic vision, positioned to scale and drive initiatives that enable high business growth. He empowers people to lead while making the tough strategic decisions for the business too. His belief is anyone can call themselves leaders. Now, I want you to really pay attention to this one. Okay, he says anyone can call themselves leaders, but few lead. Most are only managers. He lead teams by motivating them to follow the strategic course set and driving change. Only then will a company grow and overcome the plateau most find to be their ceiling. Well, he loves tech, science, and learning. Well, these lines are pulled out of LinkedIn, so I'm certain I will only read about science and tech instead of saying I love music, or for that matter, I like something else. Okay. Well, he believes learning is a constant pursuit, and I think most of us do that. It is the passion to always learn and scaling that made him successful today, and it's ever growing to only learn ahead in the future. Well, there's more about him, and there is another conversation that is with him right now. We're very happy to welcome here at the Cutting Chai Story to sip some of our cutting chai. A CIO PayU India head of platform and cloud engineering is Neeraj Chauhan. Hi Neeraj, welcome to Cutting Chai Stories.
Hey, hello, Puneet. It's pleasure to be here, and uh, thanks for having me here. Truly glad and really thankful to you to read out my profile, because when I was writing, I was putting lot of thoughts, and I was not very sure how many people gonna read it, and you read it with the perfections. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Neeraj. I must tell you, very few uh, informations I like on LinkedIn, and yours is one of the best I have seen. I like how there are pauses in between the lines. I like how there's well described, and I like every bit of it. In fact, I like the last line you said, uh, there'll be more in the another conversation. And that's exactly why we have you on the chat show right now to talk to you about more. So let's get straight into it, okay? I have a lot of questions to ask you, but I want to start from this entire tickle of technology and creative thinking and organization and much more. So it is said that creative thinking is the lifeblood of any organization. How do you encourage it within your organization to keep the new ideas floating?
So, see, technology is nothing. It's just a attached part of natural science and universal language music.
True.
Okay. So it confused many people when I talk about music and technology. So let me give you an example. Almost everyone or most of them has seen piano, right? Piano, it's the sweetest and very melodious instrument, right? But it's highly complicated. And if you see any concert, or if you have witnessed any concert, piano artist or the piano or the guy who maintains the piano usually come first, like a 2 or 3 days prior to the concert, because tuning the piano is one of the hardest thing in the world, right? It has 256 string, which has like 80 notes, and every string need to be adjusted according to note. And just to have a performance of piano as per the requirement, Okay, you need to adjust the thing thousand times before it gets ready. Okay, so
Absolutely.
technology is also same thing, right? Technology, it's not just one particular language or one particular technology. If you want to have a successful platform, right, or any successful software, there are so many nodes and strings attached to it. You need to tune it better to uh, work like a music, right? So
Absolutely.
the way I see the technology and people, okay, when we say people centric leader or company or culture, right? People is the technician who tune it.
True.
So you buy any expensive piano, you book any beautiful auditorium, okay, you hire any amazing artist to perform. Till the time you don't have a technician who adjusts it well, okay, whether it's a piano, whether it's a guitar, all the instruments and all, okay, everything will be for no use. Okay, so having the right technician to tune the system, okay,
Is very important.
is very important. And if you don't have that, okay, you are good for nothing. You are just waste. Okay, so and the problem with leaders, I mean, in my head, okay, I'm not making a generic statement, and what I understood. So I used to, I still have many mentors, okay, and one mentor, I was very blessed. He was my first manager, okay, and he told me, Neeraj, leadership, you need to keep learning, need to keep reading things from here and there. He was a student about few technology specific things, let's which are attached to psychology. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna read hard. Okay, I just want to be one of the best leaders people has seen in this part of the world. Okay,
Um,
but after a few months or years, I simply gave up because I was not able to cope up how much I can do. Okay,
that's
so
right.
I simply took myself out from the rat race. I need to be the best leader. I said, okay, let me see how can I manage or how much I can manage. So this is a bit of about me tech. I try to give a long answer, but try to cover the all the aspect how I believe and how I operate in technology.
Rightly said, Neeraj. I like, in fact, the definition you mentioned about the musical chord on a piano or a casio, rather, how it has been. There's so many strings that has to be pulled together, and you need a technical manager who's handling the different equipments or instruments that is on stage, and it's all managed for right rhythm, right music. And that's exactly what you're doing. And I think that's a message you're also giving about the fact that if new ideas have to keep coming, it has to be kept that way. It has to be rightly balanced and rightly tuned in order for the entire organization to fetch much more. That puts me to the next question, because you spoke about this, the ever evolving growth as a leader, and how you have put yourself out of the rat race, and self discovered yourself, which is the best way to do it. If you want to run the race, you can run the race and only be in the competition and never have a peace of mind, but you chose to pull yourself out of it to be where you are today. So this is all about a positive thinking, a positive environment around the workplace. So I want to ask you, how do you foster this positive work environment around you and build a great team?
So it's a top down and bottoms up approach. Okay, and I was fortunate enough, right, since very beginning, and in terms of my current company, Payu, I was highly fortunate. Okay, you can say sometimes stars are aligned and you get what you wish for. Okay,
Sure.
so if you see the uh, leadership of Payu, okay, at every point of time, not the current, even previous one, we used to have best of the world. Okay, plus the total amount of experience they brings to the table. Okay, lot of learning and the domain experts. Okay, so when we say domain, I'm not talking about just fintech. Okay, Like people are is also a very wide domain, right?
Right.
They were a leader for like some of them were 15 years, like
Right.
very well proven leaders. Okay, the current CEO and previous CEO, amazing leader, right? You talk to them and you will say, okay, I'm not going to do anything else. I just want to listen to them. Okay,
Right.
you try to copy them. That's what I do. Okay,
Right.
I try to copy few things and see if it's working in the real world for me, because every leader has their own style, right? So I
Absolutely.
just keep trying whether something is working, something backfire also. Okay, because
Right.
everybody has their own charm. So I learn a lot from them. Okay, I'm still one of their favorite, not just one individual's favorite. I'm the country leadership favorite. Okay,
Wow. That's
okay,
amazing.
and everybody teaches me. Okay, nobody is hesitant. Very open culture, very open culture. If you want to see few more next generation leaders, they should come and work with PayU. Okay, because it's an amazing board. Okay, learning is phenomenal, guidance is phenomenal, and the core value of PayU in which we build anything. That's amazing. And if so, this the top to down. If you see bottom up, right? We hire usually, if you leave me out, okay, above average people. Okay,
Right.
we hire from top institutes. Okay, and when we say top institutes, right? Every institute is top, but the filtering or it happens at the time of admission, which makes them
Right. Right.
in that elite group, right? So we hire very smart people. They, and due to the culture of PayU, they are open to give ideas and all. Okay, and if you see their thinking, right?
Right.
They force you to think twice. They challenge your thinking, and the kind and thanks to PayU, that kind of culture we are able to build it, right? Everybody can come, pitch in their ideas, challenge irrespective of any designation which you find it in few other places. Okay, we have a very open culture. You will not see even a single cabin in our entire office. Okay, that's the
Wow.
culture we
Wow.
operate in. Very
I
open culture. So they keep teaching us, they keep challenging. Ki, Neeraj, yeah, you are talking stupid. Okay, let's do that way. Okay, you are old now. Okay, there is a generation gap. Okay, we are open to say these things, and we celebrate these kind of things, right? No, we don't take
so
it
wonderful.
personally, because it's the betterment for PayU. Okay, and if you see indirectly, okay, it's a betterment for our customers and citizen of any country. Okay, because
Absolutely.
if we put best minds together, okay, to have a best appropriate solution for our consumers, okay, at the end of the day, only customer and consumer gonna get benefit. Yeah, we
Right.
also gonna get more salary. That's a different thing. Okay, but if you see the big picture, it's betterment for any country or any continent and the humankind we are working thrice in.
Rightly said, Neeraj. Rightly said. There's so many things to take back. I think keeping individuals' perception that is being respected PU is the best way forward. And I think that's the start of the culture. That what we have perception of every individual, no matter as a joinee or somebody who's at the top leadership position. You all have a say, and that makes a place a happy place to work with. And as you rightly said, it's for the betterment of the country and people as well, because you know what, if they grow, they're happy, things grow eventually. So I'm waiting to come back to pay you very soon, and let's see what's a pay slip I get in my hand. Having said that, you have covered most of my question that I want to ask you, Neeraj, in your last answer. But on a quick note, if I ask you in a straight line, has your approach towards life changed, towards family changed, towards the community changed, post and after COVID?
Yes.
And if you could give me a little example of how has it changed pre and after?
So earlier we used to take few of the humankind elements for granted.
Okay.
Okay, but we realize there are certain things we should not take for granted. We should give due respect and appropriate focus. Okay, and uh, it's it both, right? It's a professional and personal life,
True.
right? If you are creating something, okay, you need to think about not just 5 or 7 years, right? You need, you want to have something in place which will be there for like at least for 20 years or 50 years, for decades, right?
Right.
And everybody is precious. Everybody is precious. Okay, when I say everybody, it applies to both family, okay, and extended family, my team, okay, and our full house that's paid. Okay, so the lot of positive improvements. Okay, there is a like a bit of scariness, like, do we need to do good things in a very limited time, right?
True.
So then we it's very hard to explain the feeling. Okay, it's like a lightning. And I was another day I was talking to my team, and everybody was just went in a very different mode, then I had to pull them in. But yes, there were certain changes, and most of the things are for betterment for our life and humankind. Okay,
Right.
we at least at personal end, I'm trying to be more responsible, but as I said, trying to be.
That's nice to put across. You've learned a lot. That's a very good thing. And accepting what you have learned and what you have learned, good and bad way, that makes an individual happy person who's grounded to understand things. I just have last two questions to kind of conclude the entire thing. The first question I want to ask you, as my last two question, is: as a leader, how do you measure success?
See, at the end of the day, okay, if you are satisfied inside as an individual, okay, that's the success for me. Because you can fool anybody. Okay, you can write anything in goal or anything in achievement or just for showcase, right? But there are few things or few milestones you look for. You are for, that's your purpose, right? So
Right.
if you are able to fulfill the purpose which you are working, right, and you are satisfied, you will get a very different kind of confidence and satisfaction to explain it to others, and you will get the credit. See, credit is also a very different definition. Okay, but if you are satisfied from inside as an engineer or as an any individual or artist, okay, then that's the success for me. And uh, if you are satisfied and you know you have done the justice to the profile or job you have done, okay, you will have a happy customers. Happy customers, like, there are definition of customers, right? But satisfaction from inside is the definition of success for me.
Rightly said. I think inner satisfaction is what defines success. If
Yes.
you know inside you, you are happy about what you have done, I think that's where achievement arrives, right? Rightly said. I'm gonna get the ball rolling and push it back to the future. Back to the future when I say it's past. Early days of your life, very beginning of your life, the childhood, or as a teenager, or as a youth in college, any particular person who influenced you to who you are today?
It might be political, okay, but late ex-CM of Tamil Nadu, Jayalalitha ji, is was my you can say virtual mentor. I still I still regret I did not get opportunity to meet her. Okay, but I think in my views, she was one of the best leader even world has witnessed. Okay, see, charges and all those political things are very different. Okay, that's not how I see the world. But in a very early stage, I was watching one of her interview, and interviews she said she started as she was a scholar in school, right? She was very
Yeah.
brilliant, very bright. Then she pushed into acting. She did phenomenally well. Then she pushed into politics. So politics, none of the things she really wanted to do it at a first place. But when she got into that, she did it like a charm, right? You can't even differentiate whether she liked it or not, but she executed, she delivered with the best of the world.
True.
So that's the interview. It's like I can picturize that or visualize that interview. I think that time I was in a diploma first year or second year when I then I try to read it because I'm a typical Delhi guy. Okay, I had very little visibility about South. Okay, but when I heard that lady, and then I went to library, try to read about her. I that day was kind of I was very motivated with that statement. Ki whatever I am gonna do, whatever challenge life gonna throw at me, I'm
We'll take it.
gonna come out as a champion, and I am gonna disappoint all the energies who thinks I can't do it.
Wow, wonderful. I don't know how often do you get somebody who says I'm influenced by a politician, but rightly said. I think what you did say, the story of late Jayalalitha, I think that covers up that she never wanted to be who she was. But when she got onto it, she played it like a pro. And yeah, that's true stories about her. And that's about you as well. You influence, anybody can influence you, and that's the striking lightning of a life, that a lightning talk can come from anybody. It can also be a child who can influence you even though you are 40, 50 plus on that. Well, that was Mr. Neeraj Chauhan giving us a little insight about his journey and what has influenced him, the way he takes forward his life, the way he masters leadership, the way he seeks, the way he gives. It all revolves around being happy, being grounded, and being happy from within. Just a rapid fire question I want to ask you, Neeraj, between this or that, and just to get a little more insight about you. So let's get straight into it. You've been Bangalore for some time now. You are a Delhi person, you said. So this or that, आपको बस choose करना है. So what do you like? Do you like Delhi or you like Bangalore?
Delhi,
Okay, you like Delhi food or you like Bangalore food?
Bangalore food.
You like Bangalore weather, you like Delhi weather.
It's a tie. Delhi weather make you strong. Okay.
Right.
Bangalore weather make you lazy and pleasant.
What do you like, Bangalore friends or you like Delhi friends?
Delhi friends.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you another question. What do you like? You like technology more or you like science more?
Natural science.
Okay, you like piano or you like guitar?
Piano.
I figured that with so many strings you know about it, I kind of figured it. Happy face or a exciting face?
Happy.
Okay. Grounded or grounded with gratitude?
Grounded with gratitude. That's more important.
Okay. Leader or icon?
Icon.
Motivational quote or pep talk?
Motivational quote. Any day.
Chai or cutting chai?
Black coffee.
अब हमारे शो में हम आपको ब्लैक कॉफी तो ऑर्डर ऑफर करेंगे नहीं,
Cutting
पर
chai.
फिलहाल it was
Cutting.
great talking to you, Neeraj. Lovely talking to you. There's so much to see. Reflection is very important thing that comes out. And when I'm talking to you, I can see a reflect of a lot of things you've learned over the time, and it is only a matter of time that so many people are getting motivated. The ones who are watching also have got so many pointers to take back about you. And indeed, it was one of the finest cutting chai story with Economic Times. So yes, it was indeed all about Neeraj Chauhan. We had a great time. I'm sure you did, and you learned a lot. So what more? There is more. Every time we bring to you the Economic Times. Cutting chai stories brought to you by ETH. Thank you so much. My name is Mithun Upadhyay.